Hi everyone, my name is Daniel Alvarez from Shimano Colombia, and today I want to show you the new XTR M9100 or 9100, whatever you want to call it. So here it is. So XTR is obviously for racing, just designed for racing. And we have three categories in this one. It's going to be 1x12, which is just for racing, cross country, marathon, 2x12, and enduro, which you can get 1x12 or 1x11. So this is the crankset. So it's obviously lighter and stiffer design. So now we have a chain ring that is gonna come directly to the crank, and we're gonna have a lock ring that is gonna hold the chain ring on position. So we're gonna lose weight because we don't have to use 4 bolts and the other mount that we used to have in the other cranks. And we have a self-struck bolt that Shimano used to use like in the generation of the 970 XTR like 10 years ago or so. Now they put it back. So this is the crankset, and we're gonna have chain rings in 30, 32, 34, 36, and 38 teeth. And the cranksets, we're gonna have 9100 and 9120 with different Q factors. Just to remind you, the Q factor is the distance in between the cranks from the inside to inside. So 162 millimeters is for cross-country frames and 168 for enduro frames, because we need more space because the rear triangle is wider on enduro bikes. Chain line is 52. 2 chainring crank, which is gonna have 38-28, is gonna be the only chain rings that we're gonna use for the double chain ring. Q factor, we're gonna have 2 as well, 162 and 168, and the chain line is gonna be different for those. For cross country, we have to use 48.8, and for enduro bikes or boost, we're gonna have to use that one with the chain line 51.8. So be careful with that, because if you use the wrong crank, you may have problems with the shifting of the chain line. Effective engagement and smoother pedaling. Shimano, now every tooth is different, not every tooth. Now the teeth are different. So one is wide, the other one is narrower. That allows the drive system to be smoother and to hold the chain in position, so we're not gonna have troubles, like the chain falling or something like that. So the new chain is not compatible with 11 speed. It might sound obvious, but it's not. Some people might try to use one in the other one and it just doesn't work. Be careful, it comes with a quick link, tool-free assembly, not reusable. Talking about the quick link. And this is the cassette. The cassette is got like the first 4 sprockets are steel, then titanium, then aluminum. The new micro spline is the new free hub body design, because we have the cassettes 1045. That 1045 is just gonna work with the double chain ring, and 1051 is just for the single chain ring. You cannot mix that because it's not gonna work. The rear derailleur is just not gonna work. You can break it, it's gonna break for sure. So be careful with that. This is the micro spline. So micro spline is the new free hub body. The diameter is smaller, obviously, because the 10th sprocket, 10th teeth sprocket, and it's stronger as well because the pressure that is gonna put the 51 tooth, the 51 sprocket is gonna put a lot of pressure. So it's got to be stronger than the previous one. Then we have the silence system. The silence system is the new system that Shimano is using that is going to have rapid acceleration, driving rigidity, quick engagement. And basically what it's going to do is called silence because it's not going to make any noise at all. I know a lot of people like the noise of some hubs, but the more noise, the more drag you have on the hub. So this one doesn't have drag and doesn't have any noise at all. The thing is, when you pedal, it engages the cassette in between the hub. It engages. When you stop pedaling, this spring, just push it away, and it's just gonna work like a front hub. So it's gonna be, again, like really silent, and you're not gonna have any friction as you used to have with the other system. These are the hubs. This is with the normal spoke heads. This one is for flat head spokes. And then we have a version more economic. It's not gonna be as expensive as the XTR, it's the MT900. So we have in the two versions as well, normal spokes or flat head spokes. This is the rear derailleur. So for 45 cassettes, we have the GS type, which is the short cage, and long cage with the SGS type for 51 cassette. These are the front derailleurs. Now we just have direct mount, E-mount, which is the two bottom bolts, or medium clamp. Like high clamp or low clamp are not available anymore in these front derailleurs. It's just gonna work with 3828, which is the only double chainring we have in this new XTR. These are the chain devices that it's optional, you don't have to use it, but if you don't trust in the system and you want to be sure that the chain is never going to fall, so you have these 3 chain devices in the 3 different mounts you can use, which is E-mount, direct mount, and ESCG05 type. Brake systems, so now Shimano has moved the clamp inside of the lever. That's gonna prevent some flexibility that it was in the lever. When we used to apply the force on the lever, so all of this was like moving and flexing, so we were like losing power. Now, by moving this and putting this support there, we're gonna have a really rigid lever. So it's gonna increase the 30% of the rigidity, 30 grams less than the previous one. For the enduro version, we have 120% more power, 110% more rigidity, same thing in the lever, but now we're gonna have a 4-piston caliper, so it's gonna be there's gonna be way more power than the previous one. The Ice Tech brake pads, they have like a new fin, like it's lighter, and it looks way better than the previous one. The disc rotor is redesigned, it's lighter. You can see the fin, it looks way better than the other one. It gets cooler faster than the other one, and it comes in 140, 160, 180, and 203 millimeters. Here we have the new designs of the shifting levers. Now you can move 40 millimeters inside or outside the lever, so it's gonna cover 95% of the riders. So you can see from 166 centimeters, I don't know that in foot or feet, whatever, but 166 centimeters to 188 is the most of the riders. So it's gonna be really comfortable for everyone. You can move 45 degrees, the shift lever, without moving the brake lever at all. Lever access time it's being reduced by 20%. Shifting operation force is being reduced by 35%. So it's way softer and smoother. There you have the clamp version and direct mount, which is iSpec EV. The mono lever is obviously for the double chain ring, and it just got one lever. So it's really easy to operate. You just have to push the lever, and to put it back, just push it again, and it's gonna go back. Or you can pull it, and that's it. So you have 2 choices there. Then you have a new seat post lever that is gonna work with every seat post that it works with cable, obviously. It looks really nice, really clean. It's compatible, obviously, or not compatible. It's made to work with the iSpec system. So it looks really nice. Then we have the Rigid Plus, which is the one just for the enduro. So you have a wider flange in the hubs. We have 148 boost for sure, and the cassette is going to be 1045, and you can make it. You can assemble it with 11 speed. This is the lineup. This is the picture of the whole group. Then you get the lineup for 2x12. This is the way that you should assemble the group set. The Rigid Plus. Which is just 1x11, but you got the new crankset, you get the new derailleur, new chain, 11-speed chain, and the new brakes with the 4-piston, which are awesome. And this is it. I hope you guys like it. If you didn't understand something, I'm sorry. I'm trying to do my best here, but you can leave the comments below. I'm gonna be willing to answer all the questions you have, whether you are in Europe, USA, Australia, New Zealand, England, whatever. So this is it. I hope you like it. I hope you share it, and see you guys later. See you in the next video.